Kraig Brathwaite, just how pleasing is this series win, given the circumstances at hand?
Well, very pleasing. Also, when we came, we know what we're faced with. With all the obviously COVID stuff going around, but the guys, we came with a plan. Both on the batting front and the bowling point of view, and we stuck to it. But this was amazing.
What does this say about the talent available in the West Indies region?
Well, it says a lot. It says we have a lot of talent. I never thought it was a second string team, but it just goes to show we have a good crop of players, and even back home from on the 19 level right up, it goes to show. Obviously won a World Cup a couple of years ago here in Bangladesh as well. So this victory goes to show that got a lot of talent in the West Indies.
What do you think was the difference between both sides in this test series?
Well, to be honest, Bangladesh played well. I just thought we were very disciplined, especially in the second innings, in the first test match. Obviously Bona and Mears, batting for 2 sessions before losing the wicket. I mean, that was quite crucial for us. But I thought Bangladesh played some good cricket. To be honest, I just think probably at some stages, we got the better of them, which was kudos to our discipline as a team.
And if you don't mind, if you could just tell us more about players like Bona, Mears, Joshua De Silva, who have emerged in this series.
Well, those 3 guys were fantastic this series. I'm not surprised. Before the series started, I had a chat with Mears and Bona. They both called me and stuff, and those guys were hungry. Joshua, his first test in New Zealand, he showed fight, and I know he would come and show fight same way. So I'm not surprised. These guys wanted to represent and made their families proud, and they worked hard. Obviously Mears and Bona was in the one. Well, all 3 guys were in the one their team. So obviously that experience served them well, and I guess they were very motivated, in the test series to obviously turn the tables on Bangladesh.
When did you realize that you would be winning this series, and yesterday's test match may be over on the 4th day?
Well, I thought obviously the total we got in the first innings in this last test match was good. Obviously, traditionally on this pitch, when you bat first, you get a good total. Most teams 90% tend to win. So I was quite confident, after the first innings total. But then obviously Bangladesh, posted a good total as well. The pitch was still playing good. But today, yesterday, when we were in the field, was confident that we could defend 213 for sure. Obviously, they had a good start, had us on a little bit of pressure. But I always thought once we got a breakthrough, I always thought wickets would have tumbled, because as the ball got softer, the ball was ragging a lot. So, I was fully confident. Before the series, and then obviously during the first game, after, and then before, I was confident we could win. But I just think the key to winning is always discipline. So, we took 17 catches in this last test match, which was amazing. And I think once we remain disciplined as a bowling unit and bowl to the fields, and from a batting point of view, building partnerships and putting runs on the board, I think we will continue to do well as a team.
What was your favorite moment of this series?
Well, I had a lot, to be honest, because seeing Mears score a double century, seeing Bona bat, just so easy at the crease towards the spin. Joshua showing the fight showed. Shannon, the spell, that end of day 3, the aggressive spelly ball was very inspiring. To be honest, is a whole team effort. Obviously, the final moment, where Warwick getting the last wicket was obviously that capped it off, to be honest. And at that time, Warwick was telling me he would do it. So that moment there was, obviously that was the moment we won. But to be honest, this entire team, just being around the guys for this tour, obviously in a bubble, never easy. Obviously the management team, You know, I enjoyed every moment, to be honest. Every day, I enjoyed.
And where does this series win rank among your cricketing accomplishments?
Well, it could be. I mean, it's quite high. You know, I could say close enough. I mean, me personally, I was as a captain last time coming here. You know, we lost 2-0. To win 2-0 is quite amazing. So I would say it's up in the top two for sure. Winning away from home and sweeping obviously the home team, that was truly amazing. So you know, I will never forget it. But you know, we still, you know, future looks bright. You know, we just gotta stay strong as a team, you know, and keep that same attitude to grow and fight.
All right, coach. So where do you rate this series win amongst your coaching accomplishments?
It's up there. It's up there. A few other things that comes bigger because of the situation and the teams they're coaching, you know. But it's up there with in the top three.
What features of this tour, both on and off the field, do you view as important to carry forward for this team?
I think mainly that's the work ethic and the ability to absorb information and try and put it together. I think the guys were completely open-minded about what we need to do to be good in the series. You know, and then if you're good in the series, you have a chance of winning it. So I think just the out and out hard work that they put in, but the ability to accept information given from the coaches and them.
Having won the series, this may be hard to assess now, but what areas do you think the team needs to improve on going forward to the Sri Lanka series?
I think you need to improve on all areas. I think we still need to score 400 runs consistently in our first inning or second inning for that matter. We still need to be able to apply pressure when we're bowling. We leak too much boundaries in this game, so little things like that is what you need to think. We caught 20-something catches, but we still dropped 6 or 7. So there's improvement in every aspect.
How does it feel to have a larger group of players to consider, since so many have grabbed the opportunity on this tour?
Well, it's good for us. It puts things in perspective that, you know, it's not just 1 or 2 players that can play this game, and it gives us the opportunity to pick who is doing well. But it also puts pressure on people to do well because there's other people that come in. So it goes both ways in what is good for it.
And what does this say about the general talent pool within the West Indies?
But nobody anywhere around the world has ever doubted the talent pool in the West Indies. That's always been high. It's just how it's been preserved, how it's been developed, and things like that. But no one, anywhere you go in the world, no one ever doubts the talent coming out of the Caribbean.
Tell us specifically about your thoughts on Rakeem Cornwall's performance in this series.
I think he was outstanding. I think his ability to bowl long spells for the captain helped us a lot in this series. And just his ability to put people under pressure and get wickets. For him to get 14 wickets and the most wickets with so much more experienced spinners in the other team, it was good to see, and it's good for him and for West Indies cricket.
And the other players that emerged during this tour, such as Nkrumah Bonner, even Joshua De Silva, although you would have played before, Kyle Mayers, another debutant. Just a few thoughts on them and what this means for them going forward.
I think it opens up their eyes to the point where you know, it makes them understand a little bit more about how hard Test cricket is, and how hard you have to prepare, how you have to work to get yourself in a position to even perform at this level. So I think it's been a great thing for them. Fortunately, there's still some experience around them in Blackwood and Kraig Brathwaite. So it was good for them to have the pressure, but also have somebody to turn to for advice.
And quite a few of them have been on 2 tours now since the coronavirus pandemic, England and New Zealand. How beneficial do you think this was to their readiness for this particular tour?
It depends how they took it. You have some guys who might say, what am I doing here if I'm not playing? But it has some guys who say, well, look, boy, I'm watching around and I'm learning and I'm picking up until I get my chance. So you would think that the latter was how they looked at it, and it has benefited them because they've learned things from watching and put it into play now.
And how excited are you for this good selection headache that we have going forward in the West Indies?
Well, that's what you want as coaches, as selectors. That's what you want. You want people fighting for their position. You want when you pick people, they know that they have to perform because people are waiting to come in if they don't, and that's when your cricket starts moving upwards. So let's hope this is the start of the upward movement.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem, pal.